Anyone hungry for some dinner with a side of trash, mess,
Shut up, Alyssa!
and so much drama?
Don't you dare!
Let's do it. This is Rehashed.
You want the trash? I got it all for you. Let's rehash the mess together. A sassy hole that only speaks the truth. Nobody gaslights you better.
Hello, I'm Wilko, and we are sexy businesswoman's whip deep into Married at First Sight Australia Season 13. Unlucky for some. All right, let's do a quick whip around the love lab rat maze, and some more packing is being done, this time by Kris, who has been left by his bee of a TV wife, Brooke. They really make it seem like the demise of this relationship was the audition video, but we all know the truth. Kris is trying to get his redemption arc from being a fatphobe to this newly changed man who has seen the errors of his ways. The voiceover robot is also trying to coerce us again, trying to make it seem like Melusion and Farmer Luke are on the up and up, and they are still living separately. So, how good do you want us to think they are? It is a bit of a jump scare, though, when they do sit on the couch, because you're like, whoa, what a glow-up. You guys seem happy? Melusion is just doing all this to get her grades up with the S-bird, so I don't buy any of it. Another love lab rat is waking up alone, and it's Rebecca. Her conservative senior Steve has bailed, and you know what? I think she should be actually happy about this. I don't know what I just said, but be happy about it. You know what I mean? Like, treat it like a bullet dodged. Checking in with Steve, he is a happy man. He still has his wedding ring on because he knows the rules of MAFS. You cannot LEAVE until the experts let you, and you both write the words on the parchment. But look at this smile. How could anyone be this happy going into a dinner party after everything that has been said in your relationship? He is a tad worried that Rebecca might overshare. Because these women, they really should just be keeping all of like the mental abuse from the home inside themselves. He hates it when they all compare notes. Just never works out for the silver flop. Never mind though, Steve says he has nothing to be ashamed of and his head is held high. If you say so, Gandalf the Gronk. I think Gia is the only one who will miss Brooke in the group because she was G-Banger's biggest ally. That's her word, not mine, which proves that's how she sees this. For G-Banger, we're just back in high school. Also, please note, we have seen nothing from Grayson or the bisexual as yet. Very, very fishy. I mean, like, if they get on this commit me couch at the start of next week and everything's meant to be all fucking roses, I'm going to snap. Brooke's ex-TV husband is having some sort of feelings in the Uber on the way to dinner because he's ripping up paper and covering the GoPros like someone on Geordie Shore who has brought someone home to bang. He says he wants to go home. He has no idea why he is even doing this, and Brooke gets to bang her ex on the GC. It is kind of weird that production just like let her go without any blowback. Because boy, we know they make some threats just to keep him there. Instead, she was let go with no issue. I don't know about that. At the pre-drinks, we see the S-birds and 2 shillings. Sad news about her. We'll cover that more on the Sunday show. 2 shillings has gone for like the black version of Rampola's shoulder pad dress. She's the one on the starting line tonight, but we do not have time to focus on it because Raha has just shared that her husband kissed her, guys. My God. Fuck, is it like Love Island now where a kiss is a big deal? I mean, sorry. Oh, my God, this is incredible. While Gia probably gave Scott a handy in the DD on the way here. Look, we're all going at different paces. They called their kiss a pash. And I don't know if what you guys did was a pash. There was no open mouth. It was just like a series of pecks in succession. Rebecca and Gia, in a huge turnaround, are also having a kiss and make-up sesh, trying to be on the same team now, which totally makes sense because her ally has returned to the fake motherland, the Gold Coast. But now they have an enemy in common, and it makes sense for them to team up, you know? Also, we know that Bec is a mean girl, and when a position opens up, you got to take the best person for the job. And now, never ever has there been more of a fake walk-in than the Melusion and her farmer. Holding hands? Shut up. Another hand-in-hand walk that perplexes me is Julia and Grayson. Oh God, she's whipped up another delicious number here with what looks to be like a RuPaul's Drag Race unconventional materials challenge. We haven't seen a single frame of them together since her mind orgasmic fantasy night. And now they walk in hand-in-hand.
What's that? Ice? Oh, okay.
Oh, wow, she's a crazy girl again. Well, she loves warm water and she's never seen ice before, apparently. Julia needs to get out more, I think. When Rebecca arrives, Bec screams, "She's alone!" You were all just talking about how you know that she's had a falling out with Steve Sr. So I Don't do that. You know, Bec's on the drinks again. Rebecca struggles to hold it together at the pre-drinks, and it seems like the group is really on her team. Not great news for old mate, who is also on the way. Oh, okay. There's also some other beef that has really just popped up. Alyssa is on the outs with Gia and her new bestie, Bec. Bec says that she knows Alyssa from Adelaide, and she's not her person. She's not my person. Your person is the one with the tats. I don't know. Rachel also seems just a tad confused because Alyssa got railroaded being called fake at the girls' soiree. Now Bec is defending that. I really feel a lot of Bec's nasty bullshit has been left on the editing floor, but now Brooke is gone. We have gaps to fill here in production. Plus she's on the booze, and we know that booze brings out the best in her for the trash, mess, and drama. Everyone is making it sound like Stella and Alyssa are fake because they have husbands that they like. Like, I can see how Alyssa is the type of personality that you love or hate. Like, I could see how she could rub you the wrong way, but I think you just hate them because their husbands, like, want to bang them all the time.
Well, I wouldn't say she was attacked, doll.
No, I would say that because you kept coming for her while she was talking in her little presentation, and you were using the defense, well, she told us to shut up, bitches. Yeah, because she listened to your bullshit and tried to pump you up and you couldn't do the same. What a girl's girl. But now you flipped to the dark side, Bec, because you've been accepted by Regina George. I think there's a lot we've missed here with Boozy Bec, especially with the Stella hatred. It just seems so ick to me that they dislike their happiness so much. Also note that Bec and Gia say that they're going to have a conversation with Alyssa, you know what I mean? It's going to be a conversation because she's a lady and she doesn't get fired up. Exact quote. She's a lady and she doesn't get fired up. Just note that down because I feel like it's going to be important given what I've seen on the promos. When Stephen Sr. arrives, it's a weird vibe, and Rebecca actually even gives him a hug. A hello and a hug, I wouldn't. Steve Sr.'s story is that there's just no romance and he's just being honest. You know, you got to be honest. Rebecca doesn't buy what he is selling to everyone.
Lip service, fruit salad, it's all bullshit.
He comes up to say that, hey, like, I've been civil and I thought that, like, you didn't want to talk to me, Rebecca. That's the vibe I got, but if you want to talk, then by all means. Rebecca then gets a little bit heated. She raises her voice and he says, I will not be yelled at, and walks off. Oh, so sorry you feel that way. When Kris pulls up to the warehouse of doom, he flips the bird at the cameras because the science has let him down. So now he's back to his bad boy ways. Quick, get a producer to bring in someone with a few extra kgs on them so he can unleash on them. Also, pause here. We get a little look at the Love Lab Rat holding pens. See those marquees, those pop-up ones? That's where they hold them before they can enter the pre-drinks arena. It's total bullshit that Brooke just gets to leave scot-free. Scot-free? God, I'd love it if she stole one of the Veneer twins. And Kris has to just go in and deal with all the hyenas on his own, especially because I think he really liked her. Again, we're being manipulated to feel too much for him and it's hard, but he's a big boy who can deal with his own mess. And there is a lot of mess that he made. He breaks down more in the toilet, saying he doesn't want to pretend that it's all good. I mean, the stuff that he's saying in the bathroom alone proves that he needs a bucket load of therapy.
Dinner is served.
Oh, dinner is served. Well, sadly, Kris, you have missed the pre-drinks because dinner is served, and don't go asking for extra drinks now, okay? We have to save them for Bec. There's only so much champagne that Dan Murphy's has. Sparkling wine. As everyone's heading to the dinner table, we can also see that Kris is being tag teamed by two female producers. Wait, that's a bad way for me to word that. They're trying to pump him up in the bathroom in preparation for the din-dins. They're saying things like, men can be vulnerable. But ladies, that's not what the boys say. Once we get to the table, my eyes obviously are looking at the carbs on the table. Maybe that's the thing that gets Kris to walk in. Carbs always make me feel better. Everyone is stoked once he does finally make it, and that's really a pump up that he needed, guys. But before Kris Neal can say more than my TV wife has bailed back to the GC, oh God, she hath returned, looking more evil than ever. Her smile here and the walk-in is really giving like Labubu Redhead edition. Oh, Kris, you were feeling on top of the world with your reaction, then Brooke returns and steals all your limelight. Now, I know I tell you to keep a lot of mental notes. In fact, I tell you to write them down sometimes, but here's another one. Please note how the Heathers jumped up to celebrate her return. Even the new edition of the Mean Girls Clique, Bec. Oh, she is stoked, but actually, does this mean that you're out now? Because we can't have more than 3 Heathers. Kris is surprised that she's returned, and he keeps talking about how they both care for each other, and dude, I think that care is a one-way street. Brooke was 50-50 on coming back, guys, her words, and I'm like, wait, I thought we hated 50-50s, especially when you're a girl's girl. But she needed to come back and have some further conversations. Oh, not with Kris. With everyone else. Yeah, because that would be a weird turnaround for someone who said that they needed space 5 seconds ago and now they have returned. We have missed so much in this edit. The producer for a second is like, wait, Are you saying that you've come back to give Kris another chance? And Brooke's saying, did I say that? Of course she isn't here to give him a chance. She came back to be a B to everyone else she dislikes. And look at this group. Brooke, Malusian, Bec, Gia, and Julia all huddled together. I think this whole group of women can be binned. Thoughts? I don't think Julia is actually in the clique, but still, it'd be like a good, just push them off the table into the bin together. You know what I mean? You know when you get crumbs off the bench? Like if we just got them all these crumbs together and went, whoop, God, that'd be a really easy bin ceremony for me. Then the drama really pops off. Stella is talking to Steve Sr., and I don't love that, but Brooke then shouts, Stella is giving dating advice after 2 weeks of dating. So now it's confirmed exactly why the B has returned.
What is your problem with me?
I'm sorry, from what we've seen, 'tis you with the issue, Brooke. And if she does have an issue with you now, it would be warranted because you have come for her every chance you've got. What are they putting in the water on the Gold Coast? Also, how shit-faced is Brooke? She talks to the camera about fake bitches. And I think this is like her doing a mic drop, or maybe she's pretending to be an arcade claw machine. I don't know. Just watching her walk around is really giving Nightmare Before Christmas. Brooke is coming hard at Stella about that commit me couch call out, which I still maintain from what we saw was mild from this show. She didn't even name you directly. You named yourself because you knew what you did. Brooke then says something laughable. She says, I'm not calling you out in a whole circle of people. That's what you did at the girls' drinks. I mean, are you slow?
I'm so deep. I don't think you're deep. I just think you're dumb.
Please, someone in the comments tell me if I've missed it. Has Stella proclaimed to be deep more than one time? I don't even know if she's done it one time. And the faces she's pulling after each line she feels is another mic drop moment. Oh, and then she grabs more of her bitch potion. Yeah, I said what I said, Lithuania. Stella's response is everything to me. Do you notice how long you've been talking and I haven't said a word? I feel like Stella maybe has come across a mean girl or two in her time. And we talk so much about toxic masculinity energy that oozes on this show, but like many of you have called out in the comments, this toxic femme bullshit is just as bad. We have swung hard the other way this year. Still, Stella refuses to engage because Brooke doesn't even want to listen. Also, look how close Malusian is to Brooke here. Is she almost hiding behind her? Stella calmly, again and again, tries to explain where she is coming from. But Brooke is perfect for the trash, mess, and drama. She rolls her eyes, she turns away, she scoffs. She will not give Stella any respect.
English is my second language.
And hey, I live with someone, I'm partnered with someone whose English is their second language, and sometimes it reads a little bit more direct than they mean it to. But Brooke wouldn't allow her to take her time to find the words that she needs under pressure. No, she's speaking too slow for her. And she just wants to be nasty. I also love it, and maybe I want to put it on a shirt. Stella calls her a razzly-dazzly girl. Imagine razzly-dazzly girl on a shirt. Oh, God. Let me know if you want it. I'll make it happen. Stella tries again and again to just try and converse as normal humans. And Brooke says, we can converse, but I don't know what you're getting at. Well, stop rolling the rocks in your head so fucking far back each time she talks, and maybe you would get something. But I'm not holding out hope. Stella says that at the girls' drinks, Brooke barked all day at the other women. And she did. Facts are facts. Gia is then mad about that because it's like a dog thing. And then she tells Stella to get back to her kennel. Woof, woof. And Brooke is very creative. Yeah, she just calls Stella a very rude bitch. I guess it takes one to know one. Philip tries to intervene in the chat because it's really getting out of hand, but I love that Stella grabs his hand, says it's okay, and is like, let him go. It's so fine. She also then tries to go and chat to Brooke one-on-one.
Don't touch me, please.
Okay, then shut the up.
Oh, don't touch me. Please, she was just getting your attention. She's not grabbing you. Also, I agree. Shut the fuck up. If you don't want to resolve it, then just shut the fuck up. Even Rebecca is laughing with Gia and Brooke telling Stella to go and get the stripper boots off. I don't love that for Rebecca. I was on your team, but I'm not going to be on Steve Senior's team ever, but I don't love this. Also, I don't know why you're laughing, G-Banger, ex-Playboy bunny and woman who enlisted a sugar daddy. Don't act like you're above some stripper boots, you hypocrite. At least she's not putting them on to get sugar daddy to pay her electricity bill. Now, because she couldn't get Stella to snap, the red-headed GCB is on to Alyssa now. Gold Coast Brooke, GCB. That's what that means. No, B means Brooke. I don't care how you hear it. Alyssa then says, hey, that's not nice, which obviously means the booty must be destroyed. She calls her like a something idiot, but I turned the TV up really loud and I still couldn't quite tell exactly what she said. If you do know, because I can't work it out, put it in the comments. The big fish is not impressed with it all. And Brooke, I would love to know. I'm dying. Shoot me a little message, babe. Obviously, I'm a huge fan. Let me know, how do you feel watching this back, looking at how demented you were? And possibly still are.
You were the one that rolls your eyes at every single person.
Right. So Alyssa wanted you guys to shut up. She told you to shut up, bitches, while she was giving her presentation, and she rolled her eyes, something of which all of the Regina George crew are masters at, and that means that she is Heather enemy number 2. She's definitely not number 1 because that's Stella. Gia calls her fake as usual. And Bec loves it. She's really trying to keep in the crew. Brooke and all these other women are trapped in high school. That's where they peaked, and that's where they shall stay. Alyssa also says that she's done with their bullying. I mean, what the fuck is happening? I'm embarrassed for you, and I have multiple YouTube channels. So my tolerance for embarrassment is high, but this is bleh. Alyssa points out that she's not everyone's cup of tea, but just like leave her alone. She asks to be left alone.
Oh, shut up!
All right, Bec, I focused on the other ones, but now it's your turn. What a lame excuse for a human you are. You claim to have been bullied and been the chubby girl, and you've done all this work for yourself only to become the bully? You cannot blame the edit for how you're behaving. The way that you've been driven by your own insecurities is why Danny doesn't want to be with you and the Danaconda doesn't want to go back there. It's repulsive behavior. I don't care how much fat you lose, how many sparkles you slap on a fucking dress, or how much makeup you cake on your face. You will still be this pathetic human who needs to bring other people down and make yourself feel better. Go get some therapy. Oh. All right, who's next? Brooke says, this isn't bullying. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I was bullied in high school. This is exactly what it is. You have picked people you dislike, right? And then you've gone and collected a group of other people to gang up against them and openly put them down consistently. This is bullying. And I can see, like I said before, that Alyssa is a bit much. But how is she affecting your life on the show? I think that it's that you get joy from being nasty. That's the sickest part of all of this. Look at how they're getting off on it. I do love for a second when they cross back to the experts. They're all like, what about poor Kris? Brooke is treating him like an afterthought. Well, with the mood she's in, I would be happily be Brooke's afterthought. Don't be her first thought. What a flip from the audition video to now. Because, you know, now his wife is the most diabolical of the season. Not how we thought it was going to play out. Oh, twists and turns. Kris really realizes that he liked Brooke more than she liked him. As she screams to the group at the table, I'll be the runaway bride every weekend, confirming that she left every weekend during the experiment to go home and probably bang her ex-boyfriend. Sorry, current. Danaconda stupidly tries to speak up for a second. And now the completely sloshed B from the GC tells the Timu Conor McGregor to shush. Her words are good B. Yes, what a good little bee you are, getting everyone to turn against you one by one. He calls Brooke out for not trying in her relationship with Kris, but Brooke has a dirty little secret apparently, something that was said on their infamous weekend out that we spoke about on the last show. Go and check that out if you need the backstory. But she says, I don't think I should bring it up, but it would ruin Danny, but I'm not going to do it. I hate people who say that. I know something, but I'm just not going to say it. But I know something, but I can't say it. Just say it, Big Red. Can't be any worse than the bullshit you've been spilling since you minced in here. She looks to Gia for approval to bring it up. You know, gotta make sure that the Heathers have got her back. And she's holding up the spoon to her mouth as if it's a microphone. I don't know if this is a drunk thing or maybe production gave it to them to kind of like rein it in so they could like lock down the dialogue to one person at a time. This is the big dramatic secret. Danny apparently said he was into Gia and she was his type. The experts, after a decade plus on this show, cannot believe it. Oh, what out of all of the secrets? Shut up. This is not dramatic even in the slightest. It's not good, but it's not dramatic. G-Banger says that a couple of people heard it. Now, unless it's someone outside of your clique, I don't believe it, because Gia has been saying that Danny's been into her since the first dinner party. Gia just thinks everyone's into her. I wouldn't put it past Danny, but I would like a reliable source, not just the mean girls backing each other up. Danny, when confronted by boozy Bec, says, shut up and no. Bec's obviously not going to buy it, but that's what he said. Brooke, by the way, is the other person who heard Danny say this. Now, do I think that Danny would be the kind of person to say this? Sure. But I know how loose Gia and Brooke are with the truth. So no, I'm not going to easily believe it. Gia says, why would I make that up? For a lot of reasons. To be a messy bee. It's a struggle for me because here's the issue. I don't trust Danaconda, and I don't trust the G or the bee banger. Danny doesn't really help his case for me when he does his whole Jafar from Aladdin routine. Look into my eyes and see that I'm not lying to you. Just look into my eyes and you will know. Look deep into my eyes. She's not that guy from that old TV show Lie to Me. Like, she can't just tell if you're lying or not. Danny then obviously blows up about them lying.
No! You're not coming for my husband.
Oh, guys. Bec's had too much to drink and she's unstable. She needs some time. And Gia is banging on now that it's been proven. You are not the proof. Brooke is not proof. I wish I could trust either side in this bullshit, but you're all so full of shit. Malusian did not hear it, nor did anyone else at the table. So that's 1 mark for Danny. I also love that Danny called Gia an old skank. I almost want to put that on a shirt too. Bec storms off and she demands out. And that's the end of the episode. I did expect it to be more dramatic, but I think the biggest thing for me is that I'm just embarrassed for Brooke especially, but also Gia and Bec. Like, you're all really embarrassing. There was so much other drama that they could have talked about at the table in this episode that we just didn't get to. No, Julie and Grace in chat. Steve Sr. and Rebecca didn't feature at the table at all. Anyway, at the end of this messy dinner party, you have clearly, once again, stop it, gone all the way with me. And I would love to know, who do you believe more? Danaconda or the G-Banger? I think they're both so full of shit. It's hard to tell. Chuck it in the chat. Oh, also, it's my birthday in, oh my God, is it exactly a week? It's almost exactly a week. My birthday is next Friday. I got sent some beautiful little treats. Alyssa has sent me some treats from Sprinkle Street Bakes, which I love. And look at these. These are for my birthday. Little cookies with sweet baby angels on them. And also, just for good measure, in case you prefer, not the sweet baby angel, but the trash, mess and drama, they're there as well. This is not a sponsored paid thing. They just sent them to me. Alicia sent them to me for my birthday. Do I give one a try? I've been such a good boy, but like a little treat. Oh my God, they smell so fucking good. Oh, I think I just got a little bit of a sugar high just off the sniff. Oh my God. It's so sweet, my jaw hurts. It's fucking great. Thank you, Elise, for my birthday treat. Thank you to all the members. And thank you to the donors who are donating at rehash.com.au. There is a link in the comments below. I really have to go make a little coffee and have my little sweet treat. All of this stuff helps me keep the dream alive. Okay, you must go now. You must go because this is not a me eating video. Oh my God. I'm such a naughty girl today.